as we were discussing in our short, the truth, it does set people free, but only the ones who want to hear about it. And when it comes to being you, the woo-woo spiritual self-help lady has a lot to share today. When a person has in the past said, well, why would people need you, Maria, to be their self? And why would I want to be myself? And stuff like that. As an entrepreneur, I have a bunch of beautiful people who love to share with me their own Christ consciousness and their own truths. And as always, I would say, because it's beautiful to be me, isn't it? Look, I have emotions, I have thoughts. Oh, look, I do welcome them all, and I don't have laundry. Don't do suffering. Oh, look, let me be quiet as you try to tell me that I suffer. Silence, okay? So, for example, everybody who wants to tell a differentiated 3-year-old who they are, they're going to be met with silence. Why? Because that's what a 5D mystic who's in the Enlightenment Soul Age group can tell you. I have done yoga with Sadhguru. I have promised to unconditionally love all people, but I already promised that to somebody else. His name is Jesus, although this isn't obviously, but the cloak of Christ. And God. In fact, I told only God, hey, this evil stuff, yeah, I don't see it. I see suffering. And then, lo and behold, I grew up from being a child who said, as an adolescent, all these kids, they don't know how to be their self. I'm confident and they think I'm a snooty, evil bitch or witch, and they talk behind my back. They don't even have the balls to talk to me in my face. They still don't have balls. Men, women, they, until you meet them. And you heard all about empowered men. Now, see, that makes me smile. Because they're smart. And they're smart intellectually and emotionally. That's what's thrilling when you find the masses. You're like, wow, they all run off of Facebook as soon as they see a docuseries, or they are not aware of themselves at all when they have emotions. I don't have emotions. Really? Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure you do. So being you, it means that you can have this emotional plane, not like your 14-month-old. So when I get into my emotional plane, I will notice my body, and then I go and check in with my lovely people, the ones who keep me in check. Not in check because I'm a bad person. No, to me, bad and good mean nothing except for if you do something that breaks the law, you're going to go to jail. Other than that, I don't cast stones. Again, I learned from the best. His name is Jesus. And then I learned that I am part of a community. Thank you, Mom. I have a twin. I don't fear inadequacy when I meet stupid people or people who are not aware of the connectivity and of creating generalized statements that instead a divine feminine, which is a Jacob, will notice again and again and again. But that is where it's not a cross to bear. Nope. It's just that my ears can hear wherever there is a little bit of missing out on information that can be shared. Okay, so people don't want to hear the truth. I told them as teenagers, do you have an ego? I do too. And now I know you have a 3-year-old. I do too. She's right here. And my 1-year-old, though, she loves to alchemize. I can be my own safe haven. Come on over my solo polyamory community, because the solo poly, we know how to regulate our nervous system. This is why we don't be reactive. That doesn't mean we don't get emotionally charged. In fact, we take flight when we are being given the opportunity to mature. Why? Because our brain isn't hard to think or feel. Not, oh my God, I can't. I have laundry in my body because I'm undecided and I need to figure out how to get to spirit. Yeah, okay. The thing is, stream of consciousness lady right here. So let's learn confidence, shall we? Confidence is very beautiful. When you have your solar plexus active, you don't have a divine masculine outside of you. You got it right in here because it's your mind. My mind with my brain is my friend. So the inner growth mindset helps you to be you. Yes, the authentic you is not going to be anywhere near vicinity if your inner child doesn't come out to play. So, emotions, they're reflection. Yeah. You know what happens when people, they are still a 1-year-old that isn't free? They do stuff like this. Women, make sure to know that if a man fucks you, let's go grab that other person, he's going to feel contempt, disgust 2 seconds after towards you. And then he's also going to turn around and make you out to be disgusting and what else? Oh, shame. And not go to good therapy and get out of what is complete non-bilateral integration, unresolved trauma, you name it. I mean, here, let's use some more of my lovely art. I love this position. Candlelight illuminates damage beneath the feet with wave of lights. Yes, so anytime your feet are walking, you get to learn how to talk and how to walk, and then how to be a person who notices, wow, there's a lot of Cuscos out there. So let's continue with what other human beings, women, make sure to learn how to keep a man, please. I know you had to learn to do it on your own, but you can keep a man, let him find his place, let him open your door, whip him into shape. That's not there, but might as well add that one to the mix, because I'm treating a baby basically who has no sense of self-worth, ownership, none of it. then we go and figure out that between bad therapists and spiritual bypassers, we got a bunch of people who do self-help too. Oh, and the ones who say, nah, self-help is bullshit and pseudoscience is crap. Well, if you knew about your emotional plane and how to actually work it, you might find benefit from doing what is called mental gymnastics. But if I get to make it fancy enough for you, you're going to think you're badass with that emotional intelligence as an executive. You're not going to be badass to me because I'm going to watch you walk around, and then I'm going to wonder how you treat your neighbor when your neighbor throws shit in your face, and if you are an actual empowered human being or not. Because see, your emotions tell me everything about you, and if you're a misanthropist, means you hate, dislike, and mistrust humans, means you got something you've not resolved. So this is what happens when you learn information, by the way, and the truth, it doesn't set anybody free. That is a mule who you walk to the well. You can guide all people, as long as they're prancy fancy and looking outside of them with their eyes. Like the Rumi quote, when they don't see you, they say goodbye. The ones of us who love with our heart and soul, yes, we don't say goodbye because we're connected. This is the part of what grace actually is and what it is to be a restorative embodiment self, by the way. You're imbued in grace because your social engagement system is online. It's also why you don't get emotionless and rigid when you're in silence. I always hear these descriptions of these spiritual people, but they don't know Sadhguru. He's the only spirituality person for me. And then Jesus is number one, and God, you're the essence of love and life now, and Akash, because I can't always use that word since there are other people who want to use it differently. And, you know, I'm a 5D mystic, so I'm a lot of evil things. I'm a Reiki master. Oh, self-help. Again, it's bullshit. No, not for the people who know how to say, wow, I want to be abundant inside, because for anyone in whatever they are doing, success will not come without grace. Oh, and also, as he shares the other day, if you overflow with humanity, divinity is going to find you, or it descends. But it's not about divinity as in this entity that feeds the egos of people who are grandiosity. You will see them use the names. Oh, I see them all over the place. Again, I told God, I see them using your name. They're not respecting the law. And right now we have a bunch of situations going on with the entire world. The 5D is going to choose silence. And although it can look like it's cold and strict, this is where unflappability is secure attachment. What you learn about being able to tap into you and being you is that it's called equanimity. So any type of leader, in my book, a leader is no person who's reactive. So as long as they're reactive, they have not secure attached. They don't know their emotional plane. They don't know their inner child. They haven't even reparented half of anything yet. And all I notice is going to be a 7 of 14, charming, and that's not charming. They're jackasses to me, but the masses will follow them like a T, because the 14 months old, they will follow the person who tells them what they like. Oh, I feel gooey. I want the reality that they're talking about. I mean, now we have people in the physics. Sabine was sharing that physics community. They want to use AI to prove that reality isn't real. And I'm like, okay, we already have. I mean, I'm a lady for a reason. I'm totally there. But now, so anyways, the past returns is what I want to say as well. But no worries, my lovely collective. Okay, so 5D collective, it's all good. Transitions, that's what happens. In the meantime, for you, the truth that will set anyone free is knowing that if you didn't have a 1 year of life where your home was welcoming and united, and then 2 year and 3 year, that there's a shame button. You can, one, heal that, because trauma is healable with the healthy self-worth people who don't turn into squirrels when you do anything. So the people who are pachas, the truth of Christ consciousness is that it is all about forgiveness. And the truth is that you can do that when you're integrated brain. Thank you, Daniel Siegel. So I like to bring spiritual sciences and spirituality together. Again, Jesus is my everything, and then there's Sadhguru. Anything else is hearsay from him and read, and, you know, I respect everything, but there's a lot of people who say you don't have emotions when you do, or that they call it laundry, and that's the one place that people keep on denying, is that they have emotions ruling them. Become the emotionally intelligent master of yourself. Get your inner child, adult, to come out and play and have fun. We grow healthy self-worth relationships. So the truth is, being you is really nice, and when people say I don't want to be myself, they have a shame button. It's unfortunate, though, because it's like, hey, you're beautiful. I unconsciously love you just the way you are. I've made my mind up. I love you. No, I want to go get treated like a piece of shit because, you know, that's home for me. Okay, well, I'll see you later, alligator. We'll have another 2 for 5D relationships because, see, we just want people to be happy, monoamory, polyamory. We let people go down their path because that's how they're going to find their higher self if